Hey everyone, James from TDB here, bringing you another ripe drinking in-betweenisode. So my wife is heading out of town for a little bit, and as many of you know, I drink tea with her in the morning, which is just about always a ripe tea. So I wanted to, today she just left, so I'm going to be bringing on this tea, and then basically because I won't be drinking ripe for a while, and I wanted to feature this tea while I was still currently drinking it. So, as many of you know, I am on steep number 5 right now. I'm at steep 1 through 4 in the morning. Going to be drinking this just sort of throughout the afternoon. This, like many of the other ripe episodes, is a Yunnan sourcing cake, Year of the Pig red label. And I have been drinking this tea, I guess, for the past month. And it's one of those ones where I've just been having it so long, and then before you realize it, you're breaking up the last piece of the cake. So I'm just about finished with this cake. Probably only have 4 or 5 more sessions left. And it's a full 357 gram cake, so not an insignificant size or a smaller Xiaobing cake either. I enjoy this tea. I wouldn't say this is the most eye-catching tea or anything like that, but it's managed to just sort of slowly, nicely been just consumed as a very pleasant brew for the past month. So anyways, I'm going to stop babbling and have this. This is steep number 5. I'd say this tea falls into the very soft and creamy ripe category. There's some interesting things with the texture. Maybe just a little hint of fruits, a little bit of vanilla. So that silky texture that you get that I enjoy definitely feels like a little bit more, I guess, elegant as far as a ripe tea. I was reading Scott's description of this before, and this supposedly uses a couple year older material. So this was pressed in 2019. That's the year you're going to see on the cake, but the material itself is from a couple years before that. And one of the reasons to do that is so you can get rid of that pile taste, so you don't taste any of that. I'm not someone that's easily offended by that pile taste, but I can say that this tea is pretty immaculately clean as far as that goes. Definitely don't taste any of that here. Alright, so here we go, steep number 6. I just boiled that water right before I hit record, so it should still be pretty hot. And these teas are pretty casual brews. Sometimes I will stack a couple brews together and then just pour it into a coffee cup and drink it over on the couch or somewhere else besides my tea table. Or I'll just drink it a little bit at a time. As you can probably tell, each time I pour this in, it generates about 2 cups, 2 of these size cups. So, and not something, ripe is not something I'm super anal about brewing parameters with. I'm using, I think, about 8.5, 9 grams here, 250 milliliters. Steep it for a bit. Cheers. So I'd say the thickness is moderate. This is not one of those teas that you're gonna take a hint of bitterness at. This tea is just completely smooth and soft to my palate, at least. And yeah, I'd say this is sort of the definition of extremely easy to drink. I checked the price right before hitting record. It now costs $32 for 357 gram cake, so it's still under 10 cents a gram. So for this session, under $1, so I'd say it's pretty darn reasonable. I do recommend also just checking out Scott's Cakes the year of, because the prices are just lower during those time. Cheers. So pretty similar, bringing out the woody, creamy aspects to it. Yeah, it smells nice. Yeah, and I'm drinking this on a relatively hot summer day, but honestly, I'm enjoying it. I drink right pretty much year-round, so maybe a little bit more of it during the winter time, but it's something that I can certainly enjoy on a day like today, and I'm going to enjoy drinking the rest of this. So Yeah, I'd say this tea really depends what you are looking for. If you're looking for something like a work drinker or something that you just want to drink, it tastes good, you don't have to think about it too much, I'd say this is perfect. If you're trying to, you're trying to pick out a ripe that's really unique and different and stands out, I'd steer maybe a little bit more towards Scott's Bawang, or if you're really feeling frisky, something like the Lao Mani. That's definitely really atypical as far as a ripe goes. For me, this tea is just darn solid. So I'm going to give it a 6.0 rating, which puts it kind of in the middle. I'd say it's a pretty good value at $32. I can definitely sort of say go get this tea if that sounds interesting to you. And yeah, gonna keep enjoying drinking this tea throughout the day. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time.